Hello and welcome to the Music and History channel. I'm your host, Colin McKay, and today we're going to talk about the music group The Police and their hair. That's right. But if you enjoy this story and others, please do subscribe to the Music and History channel. Now, on with the details of The Police and the story of their blonde hair. As the Police were coming together in the London music scene of 1977, this scene was dominated by punk music. And the Police were doing their best to ride the coattails of that time. However, truth be told, they were a little too old and a little too musically accomplished to be real punks. But nonetheless, they were doing what they could. And according to the story, one day, drummer Stuart Copeland came to Sting's apartment with a shock of platinum blonde hair. This was done in an effort to be more punk. Sting and Andy Summers were a bit aghast by this move. They didn't know quite what to make of it, other than to be amused. But it turns out this ended up being quite fortuitous. For a few days later, Sting's wife, Frances Tometley, she is an actress, and she had Sting registered perhaps in a sort of Actors Guild or whatever the British equivalent of a SAG card is. And it turned out Wrigley's Spearmint Gum needed a punk band to be in their commercial. Was Sting interested? Why, certainly he was. They needed money. They had no gigs. They had no prospects. They were a band almost in name only. And it turned out the one catch in the story was the band had to all have blonde hair. Well, Stuart just dyed his hair blonde. How convenient was that? And in short order, Sting and Andy Summers decided to become blonde and blonder. And according to Andy, his first attempts to make his hair blonder, since he was the only real blonde of the group, his hair came out orange. But a few tries later, he got the blonde. They ended up being in the commercial. They got paid. But unless you go scouring YouTube for this commercial, it in fact never aired. But the blonde hair had a unifying effect on their image and their sound and just how people perceived the group. And they became quite known for their three blonde heads. And individually, all three members even joked in interviews once they became a world phenomenon that it must just simply be the hair. So anyway, they went on to great fame and fortune. Was it the blonde hair or was it the music? Perhaps a little bit of both. But that is the short but trivial tale of the Police and their blonde hair and how it all came to be. And I thank you for listening to this story. And if you enjoyed this one and others, tune in to the Music and History channel on Colin McKay. All right. Have a good one.